Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Karen Valentine, and we are going to continue on with this beautiful page by Mariola Budek. The page is called Yasmine. Oh, I'm sorry. I have my dog on my brain. The page is called Yasmine, and you can get that in her Etsy shop. So I will put a link for that in the description box below the video. So far we've done her skin with the luminance and her hair with the Pablos. And I think I'm going to continue on with the owl tattoo using the Pablos. And I have pulled some and kind of given myself just a teeny little test there. So I think we're ready to go. So I'm going to be using the white, the cream, the brown ochre, the chestnut, the Dyke Brown, and the black. Maybe. I think those, I may use them all. I don't know. We'll see. It just kind of depends on how things go. So I will zoom in a little bit. And we will get started. Alrighty, so I think I will put a little bit of cream down. Oh, you know what? Let me back up. There are these little areas here, which are stripies. I'm going to do white on those. So let's get that down so I don't mess that up. So I don't know what kind of owl this is. You know, tattoos generally don't have to have a specific breed. They just kind of the artist's rendition. However, I did pull up owl pictures and found one called the Northern Saw Wet. I think it's wet. It's W-H-E-T. Northern Saw Wet Owl. And he's very cute. He's a little cuter than this guy. This guy looks a little bit more stern. But I really loved the coloring in that one. And so I'm going to use that breed of owl kind of as a little bit of inspiration for myself. Alrighty, so now we're going to use cream. And I'm going to start just putting a little bit of this down the center of each of the feathers. I think I'm going to do the center row first and then make a decision as to what to do next. So I have been very busy preparing very scarily preparing to launch a new business, a whole new, with any luck, a whole new career for myself, one that I never ever even knew that I would be capable of doing. Okay, so this is brown ochre. I never knew. And the colored pencils are what put me there. And I've now done 3 pet portraits. I know that's not very much, and I'm really not ready to start taking commissions yet. Because I'm a big chicken. But also I want to kind of try and do some other breeds that I haven't owned, just to make sure that I am still capable of putting the attention to detail and the kind of personalities and all of that in some of the other breeds. So I've got some friends who I'm going to be doing some portraits for them. And So I would say that probably before the end of June, I will say before the end of June, I will be in business. I created an Instagram account just for the pet portraits, and there's a link to that in my link. What is that thing called? Link within. From my coloring account, but you can also find it. It's just Pet Portraits by Caran Valentine. And there's only three on there right now. It's brand new, but yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next. I don't know what that will be, but it'll be cool no matter what. Kind of, as each one I do, I'm kind of feeling out and finding my my style, I guess, kind of what I like the look that I want. I've kind of come to the conclusion after my last one, although he's darling and I love the portrait that I did of Harley, my golden retriever. I kind of wish that I had done it just kind of from the neck up. I'm discovering that I really like the ones where it's basically just their neck and head, and kind of I like it like that. So I may kind of start by doing just mostly that, and you never know, things evolve and change, but for now I think the majority of the personality of the dogs are usually in their faces, so I might concentrate on that. Let's see, what else have I been doing? Close to finishing up the color what's that word? The color conversion charts for Luminance to Prismacolor. And boy, did that was that was a lot of work, and I'm not even finished. I still have to put in all the names and stuff and get it scanned into the computer so I can turn it into a PDF, so I can get that available for you guys. Okay, let's do some, boy, I hope I said what I was just using. This was Chestnut out here. This was brown ochre in here, and now I'm going to use Dyke Brown. Yep, so they say when one door closes, another door opens. I kind of closed the door myself in my other job, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy for a while, so it was time to move on, and I knew that we would be okay one way or another. And now I have something new to try and build, and I'm excited. I have a feeling doing this owl is going to take the entire video. Okay, let's do some cream. Okay, we'll do a little bit of black. My daughter-in-law is a tattoo artist, and she's an excellent tattoo artist. She's very, very talented. So I have to do a good job on this. All right, I also want to outline, and it's probably not even right as far as like what the true owl would have, but I don't care. Boy, little details. Okay, let's do the same thing on the next row of feathers. Brown ochre. So I've made a new friend here in the YouTube world, but also I feel like we could just really become super good friends away from YouTube. Her name is Corey, and her YouTube channel is Colorfully Optimistic. So if you don't follow her, you should go check out her channel. It's really, really good. She's such a sweetheart. And we've been texting and chatting for hours, like it's like a couple of teenage girls, and it's been a lot of fun. So in addition to bringing her up because I want you to check out her channel because it's so awesome, she had tried these Pablos before and had a really bad experience with them. She didn't like them. And I don't know if they were, she got a bad batch or something. I mean, that's happened to me, like with, for example, the Castle Arts. You guys, I tried those Castle Arts and I hated them. I sent them back right away because they were just, didn't like them. But everybody else loves them. So I thought, well, maybe I got a bad batch or something. So I was wondering if maybe Corey had gotten a bad batch because I really like these. They're creamy. They're not scratchy at all. They have some really beautiful colors. And I was pretty impressed. So I told her she needs to try them again because she's kind of a pencil addict. She likes her pencils. It is one nice thing about buying them from Amazon. I said, if you don't like them, you just return them. They pretty much take back anything, whether you've used it or not. But you can't really do when you buy from Dyke Brown or places like Okay, I'm not feeling fantastic about this. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the chestnut color. I don't know. So I'm gonna kind of go over that with this brown ochre. I thought I would like the chestnut because I thought it would be a nice contrast to the ashy colors of her hair. And maybe it still will be. Maybe I just need to work it out, work with it a little bit. So did I add this already? I feel like I added this already. This is the Dyke Brown, but maybe I didn't. I've been talking too much and not concentrating on what I'm doing. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of black in here. And I think a teeny little bit more, or maybe it needs some more. This is brown ochre. I don't know the names of these pencils by heart well enough yet. I just felt like it needed a little. That's starting to get a little bit better. I think it just needs a little bit more color. All right, that's starting to feel a little bit better. But I am going to say that I'm not crazy about, I think I'm not going to use the chestnut anymore. Okay, I'm going to do some more black. I also just bought a set of Faber-Castell Pit pastel pencils. Because I just needed them. Ooh, I kind of like that. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. Let's put a little bit of black on the tips of this one. Yeah, so Kirsty Color and Sketch put these Pit pastel pencils, Faber-Castell Pit pastel pencils, in one of her videos. She does dog portraits too. In fact, she's the gal who said to me, "Do you do dog portraits?" And why not? So if it wasn't for her, I would not be going down this road either. But anyway, I pulled out my pan pastels again the other day for the first time in quite a while, and it was like, oh my God, why the heck am I not using these? So I wanted something that I could use easily over the pan pastels that wouldn't put wax down like colored pencils do. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Okay, I like that. So as soon as those come, we'll swatch those out. I know Kirsty might have done it already, but I love to swatch, so I'll probably swatch them out anyway. And I might as well do it with you. So yeah, she uses them and loves them, and I'm really excited about trying them as well. So I don't know if I'll like them or not. I know that a lot of artists use them for their portraits, for dog portraits, and even regular portraits probably. but you have to use them with like a sanded paper or a good quality pastel paper, both of which with colored pencils I hated, because again, it's that really toothy stuff that you can't get good detail with. But I've been watching some YouTube videos with artists using them, and they don't have any problem getting beautiful detail with these pencils and the pan pastels. So I'm going to play. Because you don't know what you don't know until you try it. You don't know what you're going to like until you try it. I think that there's a whole other section of feathers here. Okay, so we're going to forego the chestnut, and we're going to stick with the brown ochre. And since we're here, let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah, this owl's gonna take me forever. I really like what's happening there. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about what I did here. This is Dyke Brown. Sometimes I just don't know what's going to happen until I do it, so. That's the way that goes. Did I do something strange with those feathers? I'm going to pull up the page on Etsy and see if I did something weird with those feathers. What did I do? That's that. Oh, yeah, I did do something weird. Okay, so this is a feather. And yeah, these are all like little under feathers that I messed up somehow. I don't know what I did. I totally screwed this up. Okay, here's a feather. Jeez, what did I do? And this is a feather. I'm just gonna, jeez. Sometimes if you cover up the wrong thing or you do it the wrong way, you can completely mess it up. Like I just did. All right, I'm going to blend this out with a little bit of this brown ochre. It doesn't look bad. I mean, I like it's turning out okay. Just had to fix that weird weirdness. Okay. Maybe we'll go ahead and leave that a little bit darker down there. I think I kind of like what's happening there. So, okay, let's move on. Dyke Brown. Black. Okay, well, I really like the dark in here a lot, so that's a good thing. Let's put it on the tips. It's looking less and less like a northern wet owl all the time. That's okay. And I think that she's got this wing is supposed to, this tattoo is supposed to go all the way over her shoulder. I colored it like skin, so I colored it wrong. Don't spread it out past her skin. It's it's not a real owl. It's on her skin. Okay, I like it. Is there anything I don't like? Yeah, that that white that I laid down. Why don't I like it? Is it because it's too white? Maybe. But if we take some of this brown ochre, just go right over the top of it so that it's lighter, but not white. I'm liking it better already. Yep. That was the ticket. Okay. Let's keep going. Now we're starting to get even more intricate here, so what do I want to do? I think I'll do let's do the eyes. Yes. Okay, the eyes on this picture are like orange, like crazy yellowed orange color. I don't know if I want to go that orange with the colors that we've got going on here. I don't think I do. So let's see what we can do. About my swatches. Okay, zoom out. Okay. I like that light ochre. I know it's not the, I mean, the owl that I'm looking at, the eyes are like that. And I don't think that color looks good with what we've got going on, but I do think that that will. So maybe we do light ochre and maybe Russet. Okay, I'm gonna pull light ochre and Russet. And of course, neither one of them are sharpened because I haven't used these besides swatching. Speaking of swatching, I am going to do that on the next video after we get her finished. I swatched out all of my Pablos, as you can see, on my tan paper. So when I swatch them, I'm going to do some smaller boxes so that it doesn't take us a gazillion years. And I'm going to swatch them on white so that we can kind of compare and see the difference between what colors look like on tan and what they look like on white, because they do look different. If you're used to super bright, vibrant color, you might not like the tan paper because the tan paper does mute colors down a little bit. So be aware. Okay, so light ochre. Yep, I can live with that. And I'm wondering if we do russet just on the outer edges. Do I like that? I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe just... Sorry, guys. Okay, let's put the black in because that always helps. It's amazing what doing the eyes does for me, to keep me going and be inspired to continue the page. There's just something about the eyes. When I was working on the pet portraits, I've been doing the eyes and the nose first. And it's like it's hard to describe. When I sketched out the drawing, God, I hope I didn't tell you this story before. I feel like I'm repeating myself. But when I was sketching out the drawing for Yasmine, my corgi, I sketched it all out, and it's a very rough sketch because I'm not a very good pencil drawer. And I was like, man, this is not going to look like my baby girl. But I kept going. I did her eyes and her nose. And when I finished her eyes, it was almost a teary moment because it was like she was, it's like she was looking at me. And it was like I knew that the page was going to be okay because her eyes were right and her eyes looked like Jazzy's eyes. So that was kind of cool. Okay, this is this the color that I want? I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with these colors yet. I want a gray. So, grayish black. Yeah, grayish black sounds pretty good. Greyish black it is. I didn't get that very sharp. Okay. So we're going to do the beak. And then black. Boy, it's hard when the details are so tiny. I think that's okay. All right, I think we can move on to back to feathers. So I'm just putting this cream down the center of each one. Just because if I don't, I feel like I will cover it up too much. I don't know what that is. It's, oh, well, it's fancy decorative stuff. That's what that is. All right, away we go again. And Dyke Brown. Oh, that's what I use for the eyes. Duh. Okay. Black. I like it. Just brown ochre. Black. Okay, now I have to figure out what I want to do about the face. So with this cute little wet owl, it has a lot of white around the eyes. So I'm gonna not use white, I'm gonna use cream. And if I don't like it, then I can always put that brown ochre on top and make it a little bit darker, right? Right. Do I want all of this to be light? I think I do. I feel like the camera is really shaking. Hoping that that nifty little thing on the iPhone keeps it from doing that. All right, and then it's also got quite a lot of white right here too. So we'll do it like that, and I like that. I like where that's going, I think. All right, let's take our brown ochre. Just do a little bit of shading. Let's start doing some darker. Just curious if I break out the white. Oh, I'm gonna like that. All right, let's do these feathers. A little bit of the white right in the center. Brown ochre. And brown ochre on the outside too. I liked the black, so I am, do I want to move, let's try Van Dyke Brown first. Just gonna give it a little I know this, I'm doing a lot of a lot of detail on this. I can't help myself. That's the way I like it. Somebody stop me, please. Okay. I just need to stop. It's a coloring page, for God's sakes. Okay. Let's see. Let's do some black. Let's do some black tips. This is what happens when you start doing the detail work that you do, that I was doing on the portraits. It's like, no, every single feather does not have to be defined and exactly right. Okay, did I cover those feathers up somehow by mistake? Jeez Louise. What would I do without having Etsy right here to be able to look at the pictures? Okay, so these or these. Just like this. Okay, and then, yeah, you don't really see those. Okay, figured it out. Okay, so this is a swirly design that she put in there for, you know, because it's like a cool tattoo. But part of me is debating on getting rid of that and just doing feathers all the way down and making it look a little bit more realistic, because I can't leave well enough alone. In the meantime, let's come up on the head. And let's see, we've lost some detail here. Do you guys think I'm nuts? Sometimes I think I'm nuts. You know what I want to do? I know that I said I wanted to make it kind of realistic looking, and I still kind of do. do this, which is kind of like a half moon in the yellow. And I don't know why, but this, I think I want white. Okay, so I don't know. Do you guys even want to watch this? I feel like I'm just boring the heck out of you because it's just so finely detailed and I still don't know what I'm doing. Why do I have a big black mark on her skin? What the heck is that? Oi. Ay, 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 ay. All right, let's try. Darn it, I hate it when that happens. Did I do that with my black pencil? Okay, I'm going to try my kneaded eraser first before I try the smudgy kind of eraser. Jeez Louise. Because these are kind of nice. They kind of just pick things up without you having to rub too much. And you can roll it so that it's this nice little sharp point. All right, that's probably good enough. We can probably take a pencil and make that feather just kind of cover up that mark. Whew, boy, I'm glad that wasn't like in the middle of her neck. That would have stunk. All right, you guys, I'm just going to keep letting the camera roll while I work on this. I don't know what I'm just playing. So it's probably time for me to shut up. I don't think I've stopped talking since I started. We get down to such tiny, tiny details, and once you start covering it with colored pencil, everything kind of gets lost. Well, I really like the black, so I am going to put it in here. Plus, I think that it helps make it look a little bit more like a tattoo for some reason. I guess brown needs to go in here so that the moon shows. Otherwise, it's just a big yellow blob. Somehow I managed to get the circle off of center. That's okay. There's this magic thing called Posca pen, which will fix that. Okay. Just gonna keep going. I'm going to go darker right there. Darker right there. Could probably wait to put, you know, I am going to wait to put this in. That goes over the toned paper so nice. I am just going to fill in these feathers with this brown ochre, which is probably what I should have been doing all along. Then I'll go over the centers with the cream. And black. I probably should not skip this. Let's do the Dyke Brown. Okay, black. Okay. Now I just have to figure out what I'm going to do on the body. Right there. Okay, so really, to get rid of that swirly, all I have to do is just do a few bigger feathers. And then these straight lines can stay. And I don't know what to do with that, but we can figure that out later. So having these bigger feathers, I think, is going to be okay. So that's all I did. All right, so I think that's going to work. So I'm going to take the cream. Oh, now see, I'm doing what I said I didn't need to do. The reason that I wasn't liking the cream in the center is because it was leaving too heavy of a line. So I'm going to not do the cream in the center. I'm going to work from each end. This one's already done. So then put the cream on. That's better. Okay. I still don't know what do we do with this? How do we treat that? Do we treat that as like maybe we could go gold again with it, or I could make it feathers. What do I want to do? Okay, I've decided I'm going to make it feathers. So we're going to do feathers like this upper one, feathers like that. Okay. Yay. I like it. Dyke Brown. Dyke Brown. To figure out what to do with those little stripies, which I kind of like, so I just have to figure out what we're going to do. So black, so you can still kind of see a little bit of that, the reddish tones that we put on there with the chestnut. So now part of me is I think I'm going to take that chestnut. I know I said I didn't like it, but I think we're going to have to bring a teeny little bit of it in, or else that is just not going to look right. So just a touch. And this actually needs just a hint of color, because that would be ear. Okay, I'm just going to do brown ochre. Cream. And Dyke Brown. Okay. I think we're done. Brown ochre. Just on his eyes, feathers right above his eyes. I think needed a little bit of. I like it. Can we make this Not really. Not without, well, I guess that's okay. That works. Okay, a little bit of white. Right in the center of the moon. And right at the bottom of the eyes on the owl. Cool beans. I like it. I wasn't sure, which doesn't make sense because one of the reasons that I wanted to do this page so badly was because of the owl. I like the way it came out. I'm thinking just a little bit more black. Between the feathers. Better. Except for that. There we go. All right, I'm gonna call the owl done. I need to go get something to drink. So I'm going to turn the camera off for just a second. For you, it will be like no time at all. And I will figure out what I want to do with the flowers now. I like the brown. I like the warmer browns of the owl. Hello. There we go. In contrast to the cooler browns of her hair. I think if we're going to do kind of a neutral page, I like the way that looks. So, but I do want to do the flowers in color, so I just have to figure out what colors are going to look right. Okay, I'll see you in just a flash. Alrighty then. So this was a very hard decision for me, because instead of printing her on another scrap piece of paper, of course, I printed her on the back. And so I can't see what the colors look like with the colors that I have on the page until I actually do it. So I'm just going to do it and hope that it comes out okay. We can always, adjust as we go in hopes that we can fix anything that we don't like. So for this, I have pulled out in the Pablos salmon pink, rose pink, Bordeaux red, the light ochre, the chestnut, which I don't know that that's what I want. I pulled the chestnut, but I actually think I want the, yes, brown ochre, and then cream and white. So, I'm going to start just because with the light ochre in the little pretty little ball things that are in the center of the flower. I don't know what those are called. I mean, I probably do know, but I can't think of it at the top of my head. And then I think I will just dab a little bit of white on top of that. And a little bit of brown ochre is going to go around the outside edge. And we'll probably add some more, but it's going to help me because right now my page is very neutral, and I like neutral. And so to put color on the page where there is none is going to be a challenge for me. And it has to be just the right color so that it's that beautiful pop of color and it looks right. So hopefully we did that. Hopefully I pulled the right colors. Okay, so cream, just to try and keep these a little bit lighter. We'll probably go over them with some color, but it helps me see what's what. Now, what is what here? I don't know. I don't know. That's one of the downfalls of printing the light versions of your pages, is that you can't always tell exactly what stuff is supposed to be. So this looks like this is kind of part of a ribbon that runs across and under and attaches here. But this is part of the flower. And the inside will be colored. And what is this here? That'll be colored. And that will be colored. All right, we'll start there. Okay, I'm going to start light with the salmon pink. I kind of wanted to find a color that would complement and look good with her skin tone and her lips. So it didn't look too bold. And so far, I like it. So that's good. What is that? That can't be a leaf. Can it? Is that supposed to be a leaf? I don't know. This is flower. I'm going to go ahead and color this color on top of all the white. Keeps it lighter, but it's still pink. I don't know what that is. Darn. Okay, I'm just going to ignore it for now and figure it out later. Okay, so I'm going to try some of this rose pink very lightly to start with. Okay, yes, I like it. So we'll do the rose pink. And let's see, maybe a little bit right there. I also want to put some of this light ochre right at the base. Okay, now this is Bordeaux Red. Okay, I have no idea if I like this yet or not. I don't know. I don't know. It needs something. It's too light right now as it is. Needs This flower is hard for me because I can't see it well. I don't know. I can't really. I know what it is. It's because I don't know what kind of flower it is. I don't know what kind of flower it is. And I'm having a hard time making it look like it's a tattoo on her skin. I don't like this so far. Brown ochre. Don't like it. Really don't like it. All right, I'm starting to, it's not so bad. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Once we do this one and we get some green, I think, on there. Let's just do that. Let's get our green on there. What do I want? I don't know. I want olive green. In my Pablos, olive green. Boy, that is one thing about Pablos. There are a lot of greens. Wow, okay. A lot. olive. And let's pull out the light olive. Yes. Why? Yep, light olive. Olive and light olive. Okay. Trying to get used to the names of these colors. All right, I'm liking the flower more and more as I see it. I think once I get the other one on, I will like it even better. What am I doing with this? Oh, I'm going to put a little bit of white or cream right there. This, I don't know if this is supposed to be a leaf or not, but it's going to be a leaf now. Now, is this olive too drab? I didn't want to go too bright, but I'm almost wondering if it's too drab. Light olive should brighten it up. Let's get something darker. Olive black. Boy, I'm not used to these colors. Or something completely different, like dark green. All right. E7 olive black, 72, dark green. Okay. Don't like it when my pencil sharpener acts up. It's like, why did you stop? Okay, this is dark green. I have no idea if I'm going to like it or not, so don't hold me to anything. I do like it. Okay, a little bit of olive black. It's just so tiny, it's hard to get blends and detail here. I just don't. Or maybe it's just me today. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if I should have done that or not. I'm almost tempted to make this. You know what that is? That's the other end of the ribbon. I guess our ribbon is going to be green, which is fine. That's what that is. It's the other end. God, I'm such a dummy of the ribbon. Okay, fine. I get it now. I get it now. Sometimes I'm a little slow on the uptake. I am going to want to add some black here, though. I can tell you that right now. Okay. All right, well, let's just put the green on the ribbon. Let's just do it. So this is a lump, so that would be high. Then olive green was supposed to be this. And light olive. And dark green. And olive black, or I could just go straight for black. I gotta do something over here. Black. Just had to, that's a little better. Okay. Cream. Olive. And does that ribbon come out over here somewhere? Oh, they're not showing me the whole, let's see. Yeah, I can't tell. So I'm going to treat this right here as ribbon because it needs it. It needs to continue the ribbon down her arm. Right? I'm going to do it like that. Let's put a little bit of light olive on here. Dark green. This probably is not the way it's supposed to be, but it's the way it's going to be. Because I can't tell. Cream. And light olive. Okay, that's what we're missing. We're missing the dark green right here. The light olive. Cream. A little bit of black. All right. That works. Let's go back to the flowers. Salmon pink. Nope. Take that back. Let's put our lights in first. So we'll do cream just to get place. There's a little scrolly thing there that I'm not sure what that is. Oh, and that's not a flower, and that's not a flower. Are those supposed to be... Oh my goodness. Are those supposed to be leaves? Or petals? Ay, ay, ay. I don't know. I'm going to treat it as a petal. I don't want too much more green on here, I don't think. Okay. Are you guys laughing at me yet? I feel very, like I'm in rare form today. I really don't know what to do. I might make that green. I mean, really, in reality, nobody's gonna know the difference between whether it's a petal or a leaf. So really, I should not worry about it. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna at least get the stem on here, and then I will know better how much green I want to add. And then the question is, do I make the stem the same color as the ribbon? Or do I make it different? I don't know. I'll be right with you. How about, let's go with moss green, and then if we hate it being different, we can always add some light olive to bridge the gap between the two colors. So moss green. I don't know. Olive. Oh, this is olive gray. Have I been calling that olive green? Olive gray. Olive black. I have been. I've been calling that olive green. I'm sorry. It's olive gray. Interesting. This is olive black, though. We're going to put that under here. I don't know, guys. All right. Now it's the same color. Put that light olive on top, and presto, you've got the same color. All right, let's go back to the flowers. Sorry. What did we do next? We did rose pink. It's getting late in the day. I have a feeling that the lighting is changing on the camera. I can't be sure, but it's getting a little bit darker in my room. okay. I'm starting to like it better and better all the time. Light ochre. Sometimes I do go through that phase, you know, where you're like, oh my God, I hate it. What did I do? You just need to work it a little bit longer, and then you'll get it the way you want it. A little bit more of the salmon pink. I think I'm going to make that green. That way we get a little twisty, curly, cute kind of thingy over here as well. So we'll do that. Rose pink. What else did we use? This one. Bordeaux Red. So if I'm going to make that green, then this little bit of pink has to go away. And let's just do it, because then I will know what I'm doing. Maybe. Moss green. Light olive. Dark green. Olive black. And black. And then with olive gray, there's this other little swirly right here. Probably should have used something prettier, like moss green. All right, I'm stopping. Brown ochre. No, you guys are probably going, why the heck is she putting brown on a flower? Just because. cream. Black. Maybe some of that up here too. Oh, there's still another one. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do it. We can knock this one out because there's no fancy anything on this. It's just petals. I have a feeling when I step away from this page, I'm really going to like it. Just in that, like, I'm too close to it, or maybe it's I've been working on it for too long. Brown ochre. I don't know what it is. Half the time I go, oh, I don't like it, and half the time I go, oh, it's really pretty. So I think I just need to step away from it for a minute and look at it with some fresh eyes, and then I think that I will really like it. This is the Bordeaux Red. White or cream, not white, cream. A bit of cream. Okay. This one I think was probably supposed to be green, but it's pink now. It's gonna stay pink. So the question then becomes, if this was a tattoo, would the tattoo artist put shading underneath everything? And I'm thinking that they probably would. So I think that it probably needs that. Yes, and I also feel like it needs a little bit more of the luminance colors down here. So I think on the next video, we will be able to do the shading of the flower, her little wrap here, and the background. And we're going to do a pan pastel background. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be in either greens or really dark brown. And I haven't decided which yet, but I will. All right, my friends. This was. So I hope you enjoyed listening to me babble. I feel like that's all I did today was babble on. So yeah. It looks like we probably also have a teensy little bit of hair to touch up or to work on, because I probably left it alone thinking that I was going to put it on there after we did the owl. That being said, I love the way the owl turned out, so that's a good thing. And yeah, those flowers are starting to grow on me. I like the colors. We're good. I'm good. I'm even thinking pink for the wrap. Yep. Pink for the wrap. That's what we're going to do. Okay, guys, I'm leaving now and I'm going to shut up. Until I see you guys on the next video, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Happy coloring. Love you all. Bye.